There's a condition that affects over half of all adults over 50, and most don't even know they have it, because it causes zero symptoms until it's already done real damage. No warning signs, no pain, nothing you can feel. It's called high cholesterol, and today I'm breaking down exactly what it is, the real signs and causes, and natural ways to fight back against it, starting today. Here's what makes high cholesterol so genuinely dangerous. It's completely silent. You could have dangerously high levels right now and feel perfectly fine. No pain, no fatigue, no obvious warning sign of any kind. But left unchecked, it quietly builds up inside your arteries year after year, steadily increasing your risk of heart attack and stroke, often without you ever knowing until it's already caused serious damage. The good news: once you understand how it actually works, there's a lot you can genuinely do about it. Let's get into it. Section 1. Why it's called the silent threat. First, let's talk about why this condition is so sneaky. Cholesterol itself isn't inherently bad. In fact, your body actually needs some cholesterol to function properly, since it's used to build cells and produce certain hormones. The real problem happens when there's too much of the wrong kind circulating in your bloodstream, specifically what's called LDL cholesterol. Over time, this excess cholesterol sticks to your artery walls, gradually narrowing the space blood needs to flow through. And here's the key part, because this process happens slowly, over years, sometimes even decades. You feel completely normal the entire time, right up until it causes a serious problem, like a heart attack or stroke, seemingly out of nowhere. That's exactly why regular blood tests after 50 matter so much. It's often the only real way to catch this early, before it becomes dangerous. Section 2. Understanding LDL versus HDL, the two types. Now, let's clear up something a lot of people find confusing: the difference between LDL and HDL cholesterol. Since you'll often see both terms on a blood test, LDL is what's commonly called bad cholesterol, and it's the type that builds up in your arteries when levels get too high. HDL, on the other hand, is often called good cholesterol, and it actually helps remove excess cholesterol from your bloodstream, carrying it back to your liver to be processed and removed from your body. So the real goal isn't just lowering cholesterol overall. It's lowering LDL specifically while keeping or even raising HDL. This distinction matters because some habits, like regular exercise, specifically raise your good HDL cholesterol, while others, like eating more fiber, specifically target lowering the bad LDL type. Section 3. The real causes. So, what actually causes high cholesterol in the first place? A few key factors are worth understanding. Diet plays a major role, eating too many saturated and trans fats, commonly found in fried foods, baked goods, and heavily processed snacks, directly raises LDL cholesterol levels over time. Lack of physical activity is another major factor, since regular exercise helps raise your good HDL cholesterol while simultaneously helping lower the bad LDL type, meaning inactivity works against you on both fronts at once. Genetics also play a real, significant role here. Some people are simply predisposed to higher cholesterol, regardless of how well they eat or how active they are, a condition sometimes called familial hypercholesterolemia. And age itself is a factor too, since your body's natural ability to process and clear cholesterol from your bloodstream gradually declines over time, which is a major part of why this becomes so much more common, specifically after 50. Section 4. Natural way number 1. Fiber-rich foods. Now let's talk about what you can actually do. Starting with fiber-rich foods: oats, beans, lentils, apples, and vegetables. Soluble fiber specifically binds to cholesterol in your digestive system and helps carry it out of your body before it's fully absorbed into your bloodstream. This is one of the simplest, most well-researched natural ways to lower cholesterol, and the effect can be measurable within just a few weeks of consistent daily fiber intake. A simple bowl of oatmeal in the morning is a genuinely effective starting point. Section 5. Natural way number 2. Healthy fats. Next, swapping saturated fats for healthy, unsaturated fats, olive oil, avocados, nuts, and fatty fish like salmon. These healthy fats actually help raise your good HDL cholesterol while simultaneously helping lower the bad LDL kind, essentially working in your favor on both sides of the equation at once. A simple swap, like using olive oil instead of butter, or having a handful of walnuts instead of a processed snack, adds up meaningfully over time. Section 6. Natural way number 3. Regular exercise. Third, regular physical activity. Even something as simple as 30 minutes of brisk walking, most days has been shown in research to meaningfully improve cholesterol levels over time, both by raising HDL and helping manage LDL. You genuinely don't need intense workouts for this to work. Consistency matters far more than intensity when it comes to cholesterol specifically, which is good news for anyone who isn't interested in high-intensity training. Section 7. Natural way number 4. Cutting back on processed sugar. Fourth, reducing processed sugar and refined carbohydrates. Here's what surprises people. These don't just affect blood sugar levels. They also directly contribute to higher triglycerides, which is another type of fat in your blood closely linked to cholesterol problems and heart disease risk. Cutting back on sugary drinks, refined white bread, and processed snacks helps on multiple fronts simultaneously, not just one. Section 8. Natural way number 5. Quitting smoking. And fifth, if you smoke, quitting is genuinely one of the most powerful things you can do for your cholesterol and overall heart health. Smoking directly lowers your good HDL cholesterol and damages your artery walls, making it significantly easier for bad LDL cholesterol to stick and build up in those damaged areas. Here's the encouraging part. Within just weeks of quitting, cholesterol levels and artery health often begin to noticeably improve, faster than most people expect. Common myth: dietary cholesterol versus blood cholesterol. One quick myth worth clearing up. Many people believe eating cholesterol-containing foods, like eggs, directly raises blood cholesterol dramatically. But current research shows this relationship is much weaker than once believed for most people. Saturated fat intake actually has a far bigger impact on blood cholesterol levels than dietary cholesterol itself does. This doesn't mean eat unlimited amounts of anything, but it does mean the old advice to avoid eggs entirely was largely overstated. When to see a doctor? One important note here: since this condition genuinely has no symptoms, the only real way to know your levels is through a simple blood test. If you haven't had your cholesterol checked in the last year or two, it's genuinely worth scheduling one, especially after 50, when this becomes so much more common and the stakes of catching it early rise significantly.